who doesn't love a great suggestion? Whether it's your next potentially great read, a holy grail hole-in-the-wall eatery, or a seemingly simple yet sage piece of advice, being suggested something, anything, that ends up living up to its hype is one of those simple joys that just makes life that much easier. But while they definitely have the potential to turn out great, the thing about suggestions is, at the end of the day, they're just that, a suggestion. They're not a guarantee, not a promise, not even as much as your basic pinky swear that they'll actually be as beneficial to you as they were to the person who suggested them. That's why, even for as potentially good any suggestion can be, in this video, we're going to break down the one extremely important reason why you should stop buying the natural hair products that are blindly suggested to you, even if they come with a seemingly glowing 5-star recommendation. So, without further ado, let's get into this video.
College girls.
Being that there's one reason, and one reason alone, for why you should use a bit more discretion before you immediately throw your money at the next hot product, let's just jump right into it. You should not just buy the products that are blindly recommended to you without vetting them out for yourself first, simply because that person doesn't know your hair characteristics and you don't know theirs. Now, of course, this doesn't apply if, in fact, you do know the recommender's porosity, texture, and other important characteristics, and vice versa for them to you. But in the more often than not cases where you've just Googled, YouTubed, or otherwise asked around with no true clear idea of what your hair really has going on, let alone someone else's, you can very easily find yourself broke and bewildered with little to no results to show for it. Now, please note that when I say you need to know at least your own important hair characteristics, and it'd be helpful if you knew those of the person doing the recommending too, I am not talking about curl pattern and hair type. While these qualities can be super beneficial to know when you're just getting started in your natural hair journey, or if you're looking for a community of like-headed curlies with patterns similar to yourself, they serve little to no purpose when it comes to determining if a product and the ingredients in them will be compatible with the attributes of your hair that actually indicate and affect its overall health. Now, I'm sure at this point, you're probably wondering what are the important characteristics you need to know about your hair in order to be able to determine if a recommended product will work for it or not, and to just be able to properly care for your curls overall. And it's for these exact reasons that I created my free training, How to Make Natural Hair Grow, for curlies just like you who feel like they've tried everything, don't know where to start, or are lazy or busy natural. In this training, I go over which characteristics are the most important for you to know, how to find them in your own curls, and I include 2 additional mini trainings that teach you how to make a routine specifically for your characteristics and how to then make that routine fit into your lifestyle. The link to join will be popping up in a card now and linked in the description box below. Now, with that being said about needing to be aware of the important hair characteristics of yourself and anyone recommending something to you, it's going to be equally as important to understand that even if you do share similar characteristics, the differences in your individual health will also play a role in the way a product works for you. Being that your hair grows out of your head, which is attached to the rest of your body, it has no choice but to be affected by how well you do or don't take care of yourself internally. Everything from what you eat, drink, smoke, and how often you exercise can all have an effect on your overall health to varying degrees depending on the person. And when this is combined with the natural makeup of your curl characteristics, you can see how it can quickly become questionable if someone's fave product will even work half as well for you. Now, this isn't meant to completely deter you from ever trying anything someone suggests, nor is it meant to make you anxious about getting out there and trying products on your own, since it's pretty much the same guessing game of what's hot and what's not for you if you randomly choose products at the hair store. But what it is meant to do is encourage you to get to know your curls better so you can more effectively analyze and vet out which products and ingredients will most likely work for them, thus saving you tons of time, money, and effort. So with all this being said, With all this now in mind, the most common objection that usually comes up at this point is, but sis, sometimes I do randomly try suggested products and they work great. And you know what? Yes, sometimes this is the case. Sometimes you can 100% hit the jackpot and a product works perfectly for you in every way. Dumb luck absolutely does happen. However, here's what usually ends up being the case. If your hair is pretty healthy overall, so no crazy damage, and you naturally have certain characteristics that tend to cooperate decently well with a wide range of products, it's much more likely that you'll see results ranging from neutral to small improvements in your problem areas, even after months of using this new product. Because you'll have seen small improvements, you may be inclined to believe this is as good as it can get. Meanwhile, you're still dealing with issues like your moisture not lasting as long as it could, your new product not mixing well with the others, the product not completely absorbing, subpar styling results, or even potentially new issues like itchiness or dandruff that you never had before. All at the expense of you clinging to the belief that this one blind product recommendation should or is working in some small way. This is the most common case in point scenario that I see happening among the clients I work with one-on-one, and how they then become complacent and allow themselves to settle for hair they're not fully happy with because they think it's achieved all it can. Now, granted, with new products, it absolutely can take some time to see how they really work with your hair. But when you know your hair characteristics and what they need from the beginning, you have two assurances that help you know the time you're testing out the product isn't in vain. Number one, you've already vetted the product and its ingredients against your hair needs for an increased chance of it working well. And two, you'll be more aware of the type of results you should be seeing and how soon you should expect to see them, so you're not hopelessly clinging on to a product that's already shown you it's not the one. So yes, while it's absolutely possible a product that you randomly try without knowledge of your characteristics could work wonderfully whether it was suggested to you or not, it's much more likely that you'll find yourself pretty much still at square one, still trying to figure things out. This is why it's so important to know your hair, its needs, and what it can handle before you just start buying and trying things willy-nilly. And this is also why, if you're a natural who's found themselves in this predicament while trying to figure out the best way to care for your curls, I want to invite you to join my one-on-one coaching program, Want Healthy Hair Just Ask, now being offered through the Doctorates tier on Patreon. With this program, I have helped dozens of naturals dealing with all sorts of hair health issues learn and care for their hair characteristics, both while working with me and for the remainder of their natural hair journey. From product recommendations and Zoom calls to personalized plans and tech support, along with premium resources designed to promote understanding and results with your curls, you will be completely supported throughout our time working together and become more confident in yourself and your curls because of it. The link to enroll will be popping up in the card now and linked in the description box below. Even if this program doesn't sound like it's for you, but you're still looking to better care for your curls and support your favorite animated natural hair channel in the process, be sure to check out the official College Curls community over on Patreon. On Patreon, you'll discover a whole host of hair helping benefits, including live natural hair lessons, Q&As, natural hair trivia, my hair growth ebook, worksheets, and so much more starting at just $5 a month. The tiers go from associates to doctorates, with each level getting better and better. So no matter what condition your curls are in, there's something there just for you. Again, that link will be popping up now and be linked in the description box below. Now I want to hear from you. Do products that are recommended to you normally work well on your curls? If so, what are your hair characteristics? If not, what issues still persist? Leave your answers, tips, and tricks in the comment box below, and I'll respond to as many of you as I can. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked it. Hit it even if you didn't. Leave a comment down in the comment box below, and make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
College Curls. College Curls. College Curse.